Hello! Today I will be teaching my student here, Coda, about object-centered models of learning and subject-centered models of learning. So an object-centered model of learning is similar to, I would say, a lecture hall. So let's say an algebra teacher is teaching to a sea of 80 plus students. So in an object-centered model of learning, it would look something like this. A teacher down here is teaching to a sea of so many students. So we'll go S, 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 S. S for students. So this is teaching its core subject, algebra. So algebra will be up here. And that teacher learned algebra, and the teacher is teaching this arrow to the students. Now, there are some setbacks, however, with object-centered models of learning. As you can see, the arrows are all pointing one way. We do not have any arrows that face up. So there is a little barrier here. Students cannot learn from each other, and teachers cannot learn from students in an object-centered model of learning. There is no direct content with the students and the subject or the object. That means that there are some setbacks. There's no way for a teacher to learn from the students, which is very important in order for a teacher to grow as well as the students. In a subject-centered model of learning, I would say it's similar to a discussion-based class. A lot of my classes are discussion-based. I am an English major, I have a literature class. So our subject is a book. Any book you'd take in a literature-based class. And that is read by all these different students. Except this is not a student, this is a teacher, because it is also read by the teacher. So this arrow goes both ways because this arrow goes this way because the students are all reading it directly from the book and learning directly from the book. This also means, though, that a student is learning from a student because it is this discussion-based. Everyone is sharing what they have learned in class. And that also means that a teacher is learning from a student. And this teacher is teaching a student. So it'll look similar to this, which will look a little chaotic. But everyone is learning from each other, which is a very beneficial way to learn because teachers are able to learn what the students have discovered from their reading, which is not something necessarily a teacher would have thought of or learned on their own. And the student also has direct content with that subject. So a subject-centered model of learning is extremely beneficial, and an object-centered model of learning can be beneficial, but also has its drawbacks. Got it, Coda?